ना दे दिल पर देसी नो रणवीर सिंह, अक्षय खन्ना, संजय दत्त, आर माधवन, अर्जुन रामपाल. I was like, my goodness, this is going to be extremely big.
जब वो 26/11 का अटैक दिखाते हैं
जी
एंड उस पे अटैक होता है, सब खुश हैं उसके बाद.
और पहली बार सुन के ना इतना बुरा भी लगता है ना वो चीज़, क्योंकि you start imagining that what they would have gone through, and I mean, yeah.
छावा में also you're protecting him. Here also you're protecting him.
बहुत ही खूबसूरत इत्तेफाक है ये. And he started dancing. ये तो हमें भी शुरू हो जाना चाहिए, फिर मौके पे चौका मार ही लेना चाहिए, क्योंकि मतलब it's such a beautiful song.
There's also a clip on social media where we can see his father doing the same steps.
Yeah, like father like son, he was doing the same dance.
There are a lot of spy universes made in Bollywood, right? And अब बहुत comparison हो रहा है कि ये जो पहले spy universe देखते थे हम, उसमें तो क्या नाच गाना दिखाते थे, and this is like the real spy.
वो भी अच्छी है, ये भी अच्छी है, सब अच्छे हैं.
सब अच्छा है.
हाँ.
सब diplomacy में आपने आंसर किया. Before the release of Dhurandhar, there were a lot of controversies.
So अचानक से ये सारी जो negativity PR होता है, उससे प्रॉब्लम्स तो बहुत होती है. इवन आई स्टार्टेड क्वेश्चनिंग कि मतलब ये क्या हो रहा है, ये अचानक से इसी मूवी के साथ क्यों हो रहा है. ऑल द क्रेडिट गोज टू आदित्य सर. ही हैड हिज कन्विक्शन. ही वाज श्योर कि लेट पीपल वॉच इट एंड लेट देम डिसाइड व्हाट इट इज गोइंग टू बी, एंड देन exactly that has happened.
There's going to be a part 2 of Dhurandhar. Can you tell us anything about it?
It's releasing on March 19th.
No, you have to say something else.
Yeah, it has got Ranveer Singh in it.
Okay. And does it have Uzair also in it?
March 19th.
Does he kill somebody? Does he get killed?
March 19th.
Hello and welcome. You're watching me on Switch and I have Uzair Baloch with me. मैं थोड़ा सा डर लग रहा है मुझे आपके साथ बैठने में. But how are you doing and how is it feeling right now to be all over the internet and everywhere?
I'm feeling good and I'm doing extremely well, mashallah, and it feels great, yeah. And to be really honest, I mean, it is validating to the entire team who has put all the efforts and hard work into the project. And then receiving so much of love from people, it feels really good. And I'm just really happy to be a part of this beautiful journey that we have gone through. And it is more like a fruit of hard work that we are getting. The appreciation is massive from people. And you know, when you're working towards something and when you're hoping that it should reach out to people in a nicer way, and when it does, then it feels really good. You know, I'm feeling extremely blessed at this point of time.
So 2025 for you, I'm sure, has been great. You started with Chhawa, ending with Dhurandhar. What is it that you do for like feeling gratitude towards whatever is happening?
I'm extremely grateful to the Almighty. I mean, I always say that, and I'm saying it now as well, that your job is to give your 100% in everything. And then rest, leave it on to the Almighty. He'll figure it out. He'll figure out the best for you. As most importantly, the intent has to be on place. The positive intent and the and striving hard towards your goal.
मैंने आपका IMDb देखा था और उसमें सबसे नीचे आ रहा था कितनी मोहब्बत है.
Oh yes.
And I'm assuming वो पहला.
That was my first show. I finished my workshops and everything, and I started auditioning. And at that point in time, that was my first show that I've gotten as a negative lead in Kitni Mohabbat Hai season 2. Karan Kundra and Kritika Kamra were there in that show. It was for NDTV Imagine. So yeah, it was a good experience. Gaining technical knowledge and everything.
Kitni Mohabbat Hai to hear. I'm sure it must have been tough, right? To just keep on working and hoping for the best.
It has been a roller coaster ride, to be really honest. I mean, there are some times which are extremely high, and then there is a consolidation stage, and then we just keep on going on with that journey. And you know, I mean, keep on auditioning and just going on with it, just going on with the flow, and hoping that it is going to be perfect at one point of time. But you know, that's the part and parcel of life. Not even in this medium, in every medium it is. I mean, so yeah.
I have a few friends who are also in the same industry and also trying to, become actors, establish themselves as actors. And sometimes I've seen them be really low because
And that's what
they're
happens
trying.
now. Yeah, because you try too hard.
Yeah.
I mean, like you just keep on auditioning. I mean, like you don't know what the outcome is going to be. You just go on, and I mean, there are so many times you don't get a follow-up, and after a point you get like extremely upset, and there are so many times you get angry as well. You feel dejected constantly most of the time, because there are so many people auditioning for one part, and you don't know what the director is going to prefer. I mean, like the only thing you can do is you give your best shot and leave. I mean, that it is not in your hands that they're going to be casting you all throughout. So it does happen. It has happened to me a lot of times. I'm not denying that. So many times there are extreme lows. You just shut yourself up in the room, and you just question your ability, whether even you are capable of doing it or no. And it becomes so disheartening. And there are so many times, I mean, like you're in the final shortlist, you are getting selected, and then eventually they have taken someone else. I mean, even that you can't stop, right?
Yeah.
And then after a point, you just make peace with the fact that going to an audition is a work for an actor. Just take it on the positive side, saying that, okay, I'm auditioning, and that is something which is going to be polishing me as an actor. Okay, so I take it like that. You go for an audition, that's going to be the day of your work. Like a person doing a corporate job, 9 to 5, they're going to work. Like the way an actor is going for an audition, giving his best shot, and then coming back home feeling satiated.
Yeah.
So after a point, you make peace with this fact without anticipating that something amazing is going to happen, but not stop manifesting it. You just keep that thing in the back of your head. Yeah, हो जाएगा. देर सवेर बात बनेगी, हो जाएगा. So with that belief, you just go on with it.
Yeah. And then Dhurandhar kaise hui? Like, how did that come to you in like the midst of so many auditions?
Like the way I auditioned for this thing as well. I still remember April 2024, I received a call from Mukesh Habra's casting associate. They called me up, they told me that there is an audition, and an actor is always curious to know that what part it is and who's the director and everything. Even I asked the same thing. So Pankaj told me that, भाई मैं कुछ नहीं बता सकता इस वक्त, आपको सिर्फ आके audition देना है. मैंने बोला audition तो देना है. He just told me that's a humongous project. Okay, he didn't say anything apart from that. Next day, I went and auditioned. I mean, they have actually, the scene wasn't from the movie. They had made a situation and then created a scene from that. So I auditioned for that with full honesty, जैसे हमेशा देते हैं. And then for a month, I haven't heard from them.
Yeah.
So then I knew that this is the part and parcel. I mean, like you don't have to anticipate anything. And then after a month, I get a call from Mukesh Bhai saying that quickly send me your pictures. I'm sure he must be sitting with Aditya sir at that one time and showing my tape to him, audition tape. And then he asked me for my pictures. I quickly sent it across. And the very same night, I received a call from the team that I have been creatively locked for this project.
Yeah.
Even at that point of time, मुझे कोई इल्म नहीं था कि ये कौन सी मूवी है और मेरा क्या किरदार है. And the very next day, I actually called them up, and then they actually just revealed that Aditya Dhar is directing it, Aditya sir is doing it.
Yeah.
And then the cast, ऐसी वो जो build up होता है ना cast का जैसे कि रणवीर सिंह, अक्षय खन्ना, संजय दत्त, R. Madhavan, Arjun Rampal. I was like, my goodness, this is going to be extremely big.
Yeah. Is there a person that you told to, the first person that you told that you've cracked it?
My family.
Okay.
Yeah, my family and my close friends. Not too many of them, but for my family, for the first time, I told them that my brother, for that matter, I called him up. So I told him that this is the thing. Bolta hai, that's really good.
Yeah.
And then I met Aditya sir for the first time in his office. He called me to his office, and then he just gave me a brief narration about what the character is all about.
Yeah.
Because at that one time, I was extremely oblivious about the fact that this is a real life character, Uzair Baloch and Rahman Baloch, and all these guys used to be in Pakistan.
Yeah.
Then he gave me the research material, and then we had this proper narration thing happening with all the primary cast in there. And it was amazing. And then I met everyone for the first time over there.
Yeah. The way you speak Urdu, even while in the interview, and the way it's spoken in Pakistan is very different. जैसे वो बोलते हैं इंडिया और ऐसी ऐसी चीजें
बहुत सारी चीज़ें कहते हैं उन लोगों का ना डायलेक्ट बहुत मैटर करता है क्योंकि अगर आप इंडिया की उर्दू लेंगे तो वो कर लीजिए हाँ आ जाइए वो कभी नहीं बोलेंगे वो कहेंगे कर लें आ जाएं हाँ आप मेरी बात सुने ठीक है और सामान हो जाएगा तो बहुत सारे वो डायलेक्ट पे है ना काम करना बहुत ज़रूरी होता है. So I worked on that a lot.
But how did you do it? Like, did you watch a lot of things?
I watched a lot of वो जो इंटरव्यूज होते हैं ना वो जो उन लोगों के जो रास्ते पे उन लोग खड़े बात करते हैं ना वो सारे इंटरव्यूज वो हाँ वो और यूट्यूब पर काफ़ी सारे ऐसे इंटरव्यूज देखने के लिए मिलते हैं और I have seen a lot of interviews of Uzair Baloch as well. तो उससे थोड़ा सा अंदाज़ा हो गया कि इस तरह से लेकिन वी हैड टू कीप इट न्यूट्रल बिकॉज वी हैड टू बैलेंस इट आउट. तो उसी तरह से ज़्यादा नहीं करके एक न्यूट्रल एक्सेंट में वी वेंट अहेड एंड वी हैड वर्कशॉप एज वेल. फैज़ मोहम्मद खान ही वाज टेकिंग अ वर्कशॉप अ डायलेक्ट थिंग especially and the workshop was taken by Aditya sir himself.
Okay, so when I told my team that I'm going to be interviewing you, सबके अलग-अलग सवाल थे कि ये पूछना and I'm sure after this interview people will be like अरे तुमने ये क्यों नहीं पूछा
उसको amalgamate करके ना एक ऐसे डाल दो.
बिल्कुल I'll ask them to put it in your comment section so you can reply to this. But one such question was कि जब वो 26/11 का अटैक दिखाते हैं and उस पे अटैक होता है and सब खुश हैं उसके बाद. I want to know, was it a difficult scene to pull off? Because yes. I'm sure for Indians it's very sad.
It was very sad because you know the notes, the voice note that you have seen on the screen as well when it was all read and the conversation between the terrorist and the handler. So it was very, very terrifying for us as well and very disheartening because we were listening to it for the first time. We haven't heard it any time earlier.
Yeah.
And everyone was sitting in that room. Yeah. Be it Akshaye sir, be it Arjun sir, Ranveer bhai, everyone was there in that room. And when we heard it for the first time, it was very disheartening. And then, but at that one time, you know what happens is, then we are playing a character as well. You have to empathize about that person as well, what you are playing in.
Yeah.
And keeping all those things apart and understanding the sensitivity of the situation, you have to switch off from yourself with that thing and just get in the groove of your character.
Yeah.
So I mean but it was very disheartening for everyone. And to be really honest, और पहली बार सुन के ना इतना बुरा भी लगता है ना वो चीज़ क्योंकि you start imagining that what they would have gone through. And I mean
was it nice? Yeah. We have to talk about Akshaye sir and I want to know कि छावा में also you're protecting him. Here also you're protecting him. So of course I've heard that interview where you said that you told him that.
बहुत ही खूबसूरत इत्तेफाक है ये.
हाँ. Tell me how is it working with him and how is he as a person?
He's a lovely person. He's a lovely being. You know, he's a man of few words, as I say all the time. He greets you very nicely in the morning when he comes. Extremely punctual. Very dedicated. He comes and greets you and then he's in his own zone entirely. The whole day, he'll just sit in one tight corner and then don't speak to anyone.
Yeah.
But very receptive at the same time. When you go to him and ask him something, he's going to be extremely receptive. But just a one-liner or two, nothing more than that.
Yeah.
He'll just answer you that.
A lot of interviews of him are going viral now and people are saying he's been single for so long and yet he's like so content with his life and like he's just like a different person. That's what's coming out from like social media interviews. Is there something different or something about him that you notice that makes him like a very different actor?
His understanding towards craft and being so many years spending in the industry, you actually get to know a lot of things. And you know, he reads a lot. So reading is something which is really imperative for an actor.
Yeah.
Because then you start imagining a lot of things, you know, and you know, understanding the script is also comes handy then. It's also coming handy when you read a lot, because you know your understanding towards the scene becomes completely different. You know, 25 actors will be thinking in the same pattern, but when you read a lot, your imagination is it is humongous. So the understanding becomes really different. You know, it becomes beautiful. Then you can actually just put so many nuances, so many things in the scene that no one else can. So that's what he does.
Yeah, and the viral dance for him is, of course, everywhere on social media. So if you can tell us something about it, how did that happen?
It was all improvised. It was all improvised, to be really honest. And I mean, we were shooting out there. There was this song, Flipperachi. And the moment we heard that song, we knew that this is going to be really good. Because firstly, we were shooting in Leh, the entire sequence where the whole Baloch camp was based. It was all designed, right, by the production designer, Sanya Jore. So Aditya sir sat with us and he explained us what exactly is going to be happening in this scene. That because उनको किताब मिल रहा होता है शेर बलोच का शेरानी की तरफ से, तो बताया कि आप गाड़ी से निकलेंगे and then you have to enter and everything. And then Vijay Ganguly, the choreographer, he was doing the dance choreography over there with all his dancers. And then he came across, he asked, with, okay, these guys are dancing. He must have realized, कि मतलब, okay, there's something I can do different. Okay, and then he saw that, he asked Aditya sir, can I dance? And Aditya sir said, no, you can do whatever you feel like, it's okay. Whatever you feel like doing, so you can go ahead. And the short role, because we were completely unaware about this thing, even Ranveer bhai for that matter. And the moment he just saw everyone, we entered and he started dancing. And I was like, ये तो हमें भी शुरू हो जाना चाहिए, फिर मौके पे चौका मारे लेना चाहिए, क्योंकि मतलब इट्स सच अ ब्यूटीफुल सॉन्ग और वो माहौल इतना खूबसूरत है. और आप वो और then when the shot got over, I mean, everyone started applauding and it was beautiful. And the way he danced, it was so good.
There's also a clip on social media where we can see his father doing the same steps.
Like father like son, he was doing the same dance. Someone sent it to me recently and I was like, they're taking the same step. You know, that's what happens. You take a lot of things from your father and your mother.
Before the release of Dhurandhar, there were a lot of controversies, right? Like different things. Of course, all baseless now, like it's a success. But I want to know, did you speak to like Aditya Dhar about it? And was there any conversation as to how to now react to these controversies?
You know, a week before the release, everyone, it's like a pressure cooker. You know, everyone is anxious about what's going to happen because, you know, everyone has put on like so much of hard work and they put a heart and soul in it. Okay, so अचानक से ये सारी जो negativity PR होता है उससे problems तो बहुत होती है. Even I started questioning कि मतलब ये क्या हो रहा है, ये अचानक से इसी movie के साथ क्यों हो रहा है, because everyone had given like so much into it. And you know, to be really honest, I mean, like I was the part of this beautiful journey since 1.5 years. And not even one day on the set, there was any one of them who was feeling like disappointed or anything. Everyone was striving for giving their best. And the intent was to present it to the world like the cinema that they have not seen for a long time. And especially this was, I mean, all the credit goes to Aditya sir. I mean, like 5 years of hard work. He has dived down deep into his research and then executed it so beautifully with everyone put together. So that was the one. But वो जो negative PR होता है, बुरा तो बहुत लगता है. But I haven't chatted with Aditya sir because, you know, there are lot on stake.
Correct.
For him, especially as a captain of the ship. And then discussing about all these things really doesn't make any sense. But he was having a lot of conviction since day one, because he knew that he's going to be making it really good. You know, and the kind of person he is, he's very selfless as a person.
Yeah.
And any person who is so selfless and very passionate about movie making and compassionate towards his actors and his team, and just with one intent, he's moving ahead to make it and representing India with this movie. वही होता है ना कि एक चीज, it builds like a chain.
Yeah.
And that's what he has done. He had his conviction. He was sure that let people watch it and let them decide what it is going to be. Yeah. And then exactly that has happened. People had showered so much of love and still showering. Mm. I mean, this is the perfect example that you can give it. That, if people love the content, you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, people love it, and they will be showering love. Yeah. And they'll be appreciating you.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's what.
Yeah. There was also after the release, there were reviews, right? And you can choose not to answer this, but reviews were negative reviews, and then the audience had trolled the person who made that review. Do you have something to say about that?
It is very subjective, to be really honest. Yeah. Whenever you make a movie, I mean, you don't perceive that, okay, you can't anticipate anything.
Yeah.
Because it's a very subjective medium. What Sanya prefers, I mean, I would choose to disagree.
Yeah.
What I prefer, you would choose to disagree.
Yeah.
I mean, not everyone is actually sailing in the same way. I mean, they might actually choose something else. So, I mean, बहुत सारे लोग हैं जिसको मूवी पसंद आएगी और कोई होंगे जिनको मूवी पसंद नहीं आएगी. It's a very subjective thing.
Yeah. After the release, a lot of couple goals for Dhurandhar and Yami Gautam is also going viral. Did you get a chance to interact with Yami? Did you see
Yami ma'am, I actually met her on the sets a couple of times.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's lovely as a person and a terrific actor as well. I mean, quite recently, her movie got released, Haq. She has done a phenomenal job in that. It's so good to see such an amazing talent filled with people in the same roof, under the same roof. It is so good to see that. And they're lovely as a couple. Yeah. Okay. It is like a couple goals that they actually give.
There's also an editor of the film called Uzair Gautam. Who's
editor, he's the director. He's the DA.
Yeah.
And he is Aditya sir's brother-in-law as well. And he is so good. Let me tell you this thing. The first narration when we were sitting in the Marriott, and he was the one who was giving the entire narration of the movie.
Yeah.
And we were glued to it. The way he narrates the movie, he's so well versed with it. And he's so diligent about everything, because even he was sitting with Aditya sir since 5 years on the research, and he is well versed with everything what has happened.
Yeah. A lot.
He's very, very good.
Yeah.
And in the couple of years down the line, inshallah, he's going to be a very big director.
Yeah.
Mark my words.
Yeah, and quite opposite to what people think of Gen Z, they're not as committed, but we have someone like Uzair Gautam.
Exactly, absolutely.
Yeah. There's going to be a part 2 of Dhurandhar. Can you tell us anything about it without disclosing
Of course,
yes.
Of course, I can say it's releasing on March 19th.
No, you have to say something else.
yeah, it has got Ranveer Singh in it.
Okay. And does it have Uzair also in it?
March 19th.
Does he kill somebody? Does he get killed?
March 19th.
Okay,
I have no clue what exactly is going to happen.
You've shot it, so you know.
Yeah, but I don't know.
People will still go even if they're not.
Irrespective of anything.
Yeah.
Okay, if I don't say anything, people are going to watch it. And thanks to you guys, you have made it so beautiful for us. Everyone out there. And I'm extremely grateful to everyone out there who's showering so much of love to us. It feels really good.
Yeah, there are a lot of spy universes made in Bollywood, right? And अब बहुत comparison हो रहा है कि ये जो पहले spy universe देखते थे हम, उसमें तो क्या नाच गाना दिखाते थे. This is like the real spy thriller. Tell me, did you enjoy that type of content? That was spy thrillers.
वो भी enjoy किया मैंने.
Yeah. But tell me, what do you think of the comparison? Do you think it's correct to
comparison करना ही नहीं चाहिए, to be really honest.
Okay.
Even they have worked really hard. Okay, everyone is working really hard for things to be culminated. in an exceptional way and presenting it to the audience. Okay, हर किसी का मकसद वही होता है, परसेप्शन अलग अलग होते हैं, ठीक है, उन लोगों ने अलग तरह से दिखाया, आदित्य सर ने अलग तरह से दिखाया, but there is no comparison. There can never be a comparison. You know, the movies should do good. You know, it's a beautiful medium for people to sit in the cinema hall and watch it on the big screen. They actually expect that. And it's a motivational factor for a lot of movie makers to make movies and present it to the audience. है ना? Because content, movie का एक सबसे अहम बात क्या होता है कि it shows an imaginary world. You know, it can be fictitious, it can be non-fictitious.
Yeah.
But it shows something which is completely different.
And you have to believe it.
And you get an experience.
Yeah.
You have to believe it. Like the way people believed in Dhurandhar. Yeah. They loved each and every character. Yeah. That is important. So movie business, movie medium is a beautiful medium. People should keep making it and not compare it. कि ये ऐसी है, वो उसका मतलब. कंपेयर नहीं, वो भी अच्छी है, ये भी अच्छी है, सब अच्छे हैं.
सब अच्छा है.
हाँ.
सब डिप्लोमेसी में आपने आंसर किया.
डिप्लोमेसी नहीं, फैक्ट.
Yeah, facts. Okay. So now धुरंधर का जो टाइटल ट्रैक है MC जोगी, I want to know if you know it by heart.
ना.
Do you know any part of it?
थोड़ा पंजाबी के थोड़े मसले हैं मेरे.
नहीं, इंग्लिश वाला.
ना दे दिल पर देसी नो तेरो इतना.
बीत जा रोना पै जाऊंगा. But I'm asking the English वाला part कि I'm a king.
Heavy is the head. Heavy is the head. I mean like.
Okay, so I'm going to do one last.
Actually, मेरा favorite गाना है ना, ये इश्क इश्क है. पूरे album में से, album is amazing. Yeah. You know, I'm listening it with on the loop. But my favorite is ये इश्क इश्क है. वो सोनू निगम का है और वो जो बीच में आता है ना, वो बहुत खूबसूरत लगता है मुझे. ठीक है.
I'm going to do a fun segment. You have to tell me who's the real Dhurandhar of, and I'm going to give you situations. Okay. So who's the real Dhurandhar of acting? And this does not have to be the Dhurandhar cast. It can be like.
It can be anyone.
Anybody. Yeah.
मेरे लिए मुझे तो सबसे ज़्यादा पसंद इरफान भाई, इरफान खान. मेरी बहुत बड़ी ख्वाहिश थी उनके साथ काम करने की. लेकिन धुरंधर ऑफ एक्टिंग.
ओके. धुरंधर
मैं इंडिया से, अभी तो मैं फिलहाल इंडिया से ही बता रहा हूँ.
हाँ,
इंडिया से ही बताएंगे क्योंकि हम हिंदी ऑडियंस, हम साथ में ऐसे इंडियन
हमें पता भी नहीं होगा किसकी बात कर रहे हो, तो बेटर है. ठीक है.
एग्जैक्टली.
धुरंधर ऑफ डांस.
ऋतिक रोशन.
ओके. धुरंधर ऑफ इम्प्रोव. Who can improvise really well?
मुझे इतनी अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली नहीं है इतने सारे एक्टरों के साथ काम करने की, लेकिन इम्प्रोवाइजेशन में मेरे ख्याल है कि मनोज बाजपेयी सर. या.
ओके. इम्प्रोव ऑफ लर्निंग डायलॉग्स.
आई थिंक आई हैव हर्ड अबाउट शत्रुघ्न सिन्हा सर. ही वाज वेरी गुड इन दैट. आई हैव हर्ड स्टोरीज अबाउट हिम, like 4-pager dialogues. I mean, like he used to listen to it like once or twice, and then he just used to perform. कोई ज़ेर ज़बर नुक्ते भी यहाँ से वहाँ नहीं जाते थे पूरे. He was very good.
Okay. Dhurandhar of emotional scenes.
Ranveer Kapoor.
Okay. What is your favorite emotional scene of Ranveer Kapoor?
There are too many. I mean, like one of my favorite movies of him is Rockstar. Rockstar is it. Rockstar it is, and then Tamasha it is, and then Animal I liked as well, but Rockstar is my favorite, and the kind of emotions he has inculcated in every scene, it is something else, and it has got to do a lot with the director as well, Imtiaz sir. He has done a fantastic job.
Okay. Dhurandhar of off-camera charm, like who's really good on set?
Who's really good on set?
Yeah, like really fun to be around him. मस्त vibe है.
Actor?
Yeah. Or like director, whoever.
इसमें तो काफी सारे हैं, बहुत है. I mean, रणवीर भाई तो outstanding. He's too much fun. And Aditya sir, he's very calm. He's so calm on the set and managing like such a humongous movie and just taking it as it is, taking it as it goes. It's very relaxed. हो जाएगा, ये भी कर लेंगे.
रणवीर सिंह को लोग बोलते हैं कि बहुत ही ऐसी लाउड पर्सनालिटी है, बट आई थिंक ओवर द फ्यू इयर्स एंड मे बी इट्स द मेकिंग ऑफ धुरंधर, वी हैव सीन हिम चेंज एंड बिकम टू लाइक रियली साइलेंट काम पर्सन, एटलीस्ट ऑन स्क्रीन. कपड़े थोड़े ब्लैक हो गए हैं वापस, तो डिड यू सी दैट चेंज हैपनिंग और देयर इज नो चेंज?
No, he's exactly the same. The thing is, most of the time, whenever he comes to the set, he's in his zone of the character. And the thing is, he's there in the character all throughout. Because he understands, and he's very meticulous about his performances. And he strives to perfection. Yeah. So, वो इतना तवज्जो देते हैं ना छोटी छोटी चीज़ पे, तो आधे से ज़्यादा पूरे टाइम उसी जोन में रहते हैं वो. तो लोगों को ऐसा लगता होगा, बट हिज पर्सनैलिटी, ही मीट्स यू सो नाइसली, ही गिव्स यू लाइक अ टाइट हग. सब फाड़ देंगे, आज तो ये सीन कर देंगे. एंड देन द थिंग इज ना, ही गेट्स इन दैट ग्रूव, ही गेट्स इन दैट जोन. सो लॉट ऑफ पीपल एक्चुअली फील कि मतलब ओके वैसा कुछ नहीं है, ही स्टिल इन दैट सेम एनर्जी, बट द थिंग इज द कैरेक्टर डिमांडेड हिम to be like that. So he's in that zone.
Okay, those are all my questions. Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you so much,
time.
Sanya.
And all the best for part 2. And I'm hoping Uzair doesn't get killed, even though he's from Pakistan, but I'm secretly hoping he doesn't get killed in part 2. But thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sanya.